Why, hello, and welcome to episode number 24 of the Boxing Nostalgia Podcast. Ponga's got me laughing now.
You sure it's not the Slab Podcast?
Yeah, welcome to episode 24 of the Slab Podcast. Special guest Java Akuma. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome all. How are you doing, Mr. Ponga?
I'm doing fantastic. This is what I've been looking forward to all week.
Yes, sir.
Getting to talk to you a little bit. So, doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Obviously, I got a new camera angle here because I'm too lazy to move my streaming setup camera back to where I normally am. Screw that noise. I stream more than I do this now. So, that's where I'm at. But I'm doing good, dude. Living life, feeling good about things. Yeah, man. Just happy to talk about the hobby. Happy to talk about well, I guess not happy to talk about the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl is there. There are some things I need to clear the air with on this podcast too. Some things may have been said in a previous episode that need to be addressed. So we will go there. But we are going to start our live, as we always do, ladies and gentlemen, with the item of the week. What is up, Pongo? What is our item of the week this week?
God, I hope I didn't do this one already. I don't think I did, but mine is a Primal Clash booster box.
Oh, snap. You definitely did not do that.
Yeah, it's God, it looks case fresh, doesn't it? Look how minty it is.
It sure does look case fresh.
I bought this back in the last boom. It was like never worth it to sell. I mean, oh my God, I just almost dropped it. It was one of those sets that I felt like was just too cheap for an XY box. XY boxes are super small, so they're nice and easy to store. But yeah, I think it's a nice, cool set. Obviously, it's one of those sets that was like super cheap for a very, very long time. I don't even know what they go for now. But I love booster boxes. I love collecting stuff. So this has been in my collection since I think 2020, and I don't have really any plans to sell it unless, like, obviously
it goes mooning like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes to like
now.
3 or 4, if it's like $3 or $4 grand, I don't think I like it that much, but God, I don't even know what they go for now, but it's a super minty box. Bought it from my secret source that's still doing Pokemon that I still get some steals from. I shared with Bierski one time. But yeah, super cool box. Really glad I have it in my collection. I think at some time I was going to go for like a lot more sealed boxes, but most of them are just so unattainable. Why even go down that path? Like, I just can't justify it. So I think this is the oldest box I still currently own, so it's really cool.
Right on. So I may have done this just because I have an empty box laying around, but we're gonna go back and do this again because now I have a fresh sealed box of this. At Atlanta Collecticon, I was walking around with Connor Rock Pokemon. We'll touch on the rest of Atlanta Collecticon in a little bit. I actually had a really great time down there. But he was making a deal with someone, showing him this sweet Eevee that's a Pop 1 BGS. Pretty cool card. And he opens up his case. And this was in it. A sealed Neo starter deck. He had done a video with Jake Smith opening up one of these, or maybe two of them. I think it was one of them. And they pulled a Lugia.
Wait, you get 2 hollows, right?
Yeah, you get 2 hollows in it. This will be the third one I've opened. Here, let's get that back out there again. This will be the third one that I've opened. Once I do open it, we'll be opening it on a live stream. I would like to do it this week. I know I haven't been so good with the It's Beer O'Clock live streams, but definitely looking forward to ripping that. I'm also going to rip a Neo Premium file at the same time. But Connor asked me if I was interested. Well, once I saw it, I was like, oh, like, you have one of those. Like, and I love Japanese Neo, like premium files.
I know you do. I know you do.
I absolutely, for whatever reason, it's like my favorite little part of the hobby. It's just specifically like the first Neo set for Japanese. I do just love the files. I love the coloring on it. It's just so cool. I have pulled a Lugia from one of these before, so I'm very much looking forward to having something like that happen again. Hopefully it does, but that is my item of the week. Big fan of that set. So
that's like one of the sealed things I want most in my collection.
Really? Yeah, we were talking about how they're harder and harder to come by. I mean, there's a couple on eBay, but he gave me a good price. We rode together to the airport that day. We hung out the night before, so I had a lot of fun down there. But yeah, that was my. You good there, Ponga?
Yeah, I was just moving something.
Oh, boxes of bulk by the feet for you.
No, like actually, there's literally a box of bulk at my feet.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. We have, let's see, we have Alice in Silverland here. Yeah, I know what I'm doing in 8 minutes. This is going to be great. She posted a lot of other stuff. Thank you for the kind words. But I will just address this. Like, we're not going anywhere. Ponga and I love each other very much here. Like, I don't know.
He's like Bierski's like my best friend. So
yeah, there's no like
we literally talk at least once a day, even if it's free.
There's some highs. I miss him sometimes. But yeah, that's where we're at.
You didn't text me yesterday, which is kind of wild.
I'm sorry. I'm a busy man sometimes. I don't know. I'm a busy man. I've been regrading like a madman, vintage and mid-era and stuff for stream. So it's been crazy, but we are on here tonight and I'm feeling good. Let's see. We also have Pokey Montana in the house. What is going on, Pokey Montana? I hope you are doing well. Absolutely. Hope everything's good. I will buy if it comes shipped sealed. So are you talking about?
So Montana is one of the goats from my stream.
Okay. Oh, right on, Montana. What's up, dude?
He hasn't been around as much lately. He's been busy with his business, but when I always auction off like XY booster packs and stuff like that, and a lot of the stuff I default to shipping sealed because it's a little more expensive. Most people don't want to open that, and a lot of people just like having $15, $25 packs for their collection, or they open them themselves. So I always say like this will be shipped sealed because I repeat it multiple times like during the auction because you want to make sure people know they're bidding on it to keep it sealed. It's a lot different. Different people will bid on it if they know it's being opened. So he always makes fun of me for mentioning shipped sealed all the time. But I think it's necessary, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Alice is trying to get you to grade for her.
Wait.
If you have any free time, maybe I can mail you a box of Pokemon cards. Pay me later for what it. I think she's trying to grade.
So is it grade or do you just want to sell stuff? Because if you want to sell stuff, I need raw like $5 to $20 cards for a Collecticon in April. So maybe
I might be traveling there with quite a bit of stuff myself, Ponga. Maybe a little consignment deal. I don't know. We shall see.
I have the room. I mean, you saw my 2-table setup last time. It's probably gonna be similar to that, where I'll have 2 cases, but like I haven't graded a card. Like I have that, and I don't think Dan's gonna be giving me stuff because I don't think he's coming to April Chicago. So
yeah, not
he always says like I could bring stream stuff and sell it, but like I'd rather just sell it for a stream. So
yeah,
I'll probably have some space. So if it's like binder stuff, I might have space as well. So we'll see.
Right on. Yeah. Really looking forward to that too. I know the next show is the next show is LA and then it's Fort Lauderdale. So, and then I think after that is Chicago. So definitely
MetaZoo news came out.
Yeah, right. Did you see the box?
No, I didn't. I don't pay attention.
See what the box looks like? The box is cool looking. It's cool. What's up, Brad? What's going on, Thrifty Ponga? I need a 1/2 table if you have room.
I definitely don't have a half table.
What up, Brad G? Thrifty's got the big eyes. Thank you, Thrifty. I have been scouring through the 2 binders that you graciously sold me in Atlanta. I've been sending stuff out. Obviously have card submission coming here. I have 140 cards already. This was sitting in there too, Thrift. Look at this Ponga. McDonald's.
That's some nice stuff, man.
Yeah, dude.
Where's this box?
Minty, bro. Very nice. So feeling excited about that. Thank you, Thrifty. Some good finds in there. I'm feeling very good about that pickup. What are you looking at, Ponga?
I'm trying to find the box. I don't see it on their Discord.
Hold on. It was shared in what was it in? I forget what it was shared in. I think it was shared in Dan's the Pokenomics in general or something. I don't know. Well, we'll move on.
All
But the
right.
box is
Yeah,
cool.
just keep talking. I'm gonna look real quick. I need to know what it looks like. I've been waiting for this forever.
Yeah, the big foot on the front of the box is sweet. Bottom right hand corner is pretty badass. All right, well, I'm just gonna go into Atlanta Collecticon while you're doing this. So
This might be a hot take. I think it looks like garbage, but okay.
oh, you saw it? Jeez, Ponga just.
It looks like a knockoff that you'd buy from like AliExpress, but
it looks like garbage. He says, tisk tisk. Check out.
I think the old boxes look better.
Check out the Bigfoot in the front right, hiding behind the tree. Bottom of the box.
It just looks. It's like too cartoony for me, but that's just.
I think that's the direction they're going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely
I'm not that excited now.
Definitely going to be a little more cartoony. All right,
we'll see.
Yeah, Atlanta Collecticon. Ooh, Ponga's got some wine tonight. Very nice, Ponga.
Yeah, just like last time, baby.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. Atlanta Collecticon was great. Got in there. What was it? Friday afternoon. Was supposed to get in there a little bit earlier. My flight was delayed 2 hours. I guess the plane.
Ugh.
Oh, dude. So, and I'm an hour away from the airport. So I was sitting at the airport, or not sitting at the airport. I was home watching the time go up, and I was like, I should probably still get there normal time just in case something else happens. I went to the airport. There is no time at the airport. Time does not exist. I got sushi at the Newark airport. I had myself Sapporo beers before I got onto the flight. It was fantastic. I had a great time there. Flight was good, uneventful. Went from there, got to the hotel, tried rallying the troops that night. No one would come out. So I went to the bar that I was trying to rally everyone to get to. No one showed up. I sat at the bar and talked to a random guy next to me, the bartender, and the cook. We had a great time. It was actually pretty fun. Got some free drinks there, which was great, which is a rarity these days. Double Captain and Coke free. It was fantastic. Went back to the hotel room. I went to Checkers first. Fantastic. I got burgers and a chicken sandwich, and I ate Checkers for 2 days straight. Next day, obviously, was the Collecticon day. Went to Collecticon. Raymond, Shining Cards and Collectibles, sent me down there. Put me up in a hotel, paid for the flight, which was fantastic. Got to send some money to source for the streams. Like I said, I sourced. Thrifty hooked me up, got some binders, did some other single sourcing around the show that day. And then then after the Collecticon, we went to the Atlanta Aquarium, and the Atlanta Aquarium was fantastic. Let me tell you, I had a great time there. Beluga whales are wild. It looks like they have legs on the bottom of their body that is just covered in blubber and attached. And they were playing with sea lions, and it was just a very cool experience. I went with Thrifty and Rock Pokemon. Oh man, there was one other guy there too, and I'm gonna forget his name, and I feel terrible about that.
That's why you just can't list. You
can't list. Feel bad about that. But we had a great time. I had a lot of fun. Next day, got up, kind of mulled around the hotel for a little bit, got myself some breakfast at the hotel, went to the show for about an hour. That's when I found this butte. Walked around, and then went back to the airport and flew home. So it was a successful weekend for me. I really love going to those shows. It was great seeing who was there. Had a big Whatnot event that night as well. Open bar and free food for like 3 hours, which was fantastic. That was Saturday night. We stayed out till about 1:30 in the morning. That was while there was a pretty decent sized group of us. Trying to think who exactly was in that group. It was E-Unit, me, Thrifty, Dylan, and Jake Pokenomics. So we had a good time. Again, 1:00 in the morning. And Connor was there as well. Rock Pokemon. 1:00 in the morning. We're at a diner. That was weird. It was like a club at the bottom floor of this thing, and then like a diner at the top. It was one of the wildest things I've ever seen in my life. Hotlanta coming in. So had a great time with that. Definitely a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next Collecticon. Again, that's going to be Collecticon in April. So really looking forward to that.
Tables go on Friday, Saturday, or tables go on sale Friday. Jeez.
It's crazy that the tables are already going on sale that soon.
I mean, it's 2 months.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, 2 months. And then 3
Literally, like
months.
legit 2 months away.
Yeah, dude, this year is moving by so fast. I woke up today and I was like, it's already, February 12th. Like, what's going on here? Like, I think what made me think about that was I looked at my phone and something popped up on Instagram. It said 11% of the year is done already. So think about that. You need some motivation to get some stuff done, ladies and gentlemen. 11% of the year has evaporated from existence already. So it's time to shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to
Yeah.
move, people. We got to move. But yeah, so gonna move on from that because you weren't there. I know you weren't there. That was sad for me. But we will be sharing an abode in Chicago. Feeling good about that.
Yeah, it just feels like I don't know that like I'm gonna go to many Collecticons when there's not like big events to go outside because like you said, Friday night people wouldn't even go out. We saw that in Orlando last year.
Yeah.
Um,
And I stayed out. I almost closed that bar too. Like I stayed out. And again, like someone was talking about like getting legs and eggs, and I was like, count me out. Like that's not for me. Like and then like the chef comes out and the chef was talking, and it was a good time. Like we had a good time. But yeah, like the events definitely do it. Like Saturday night was a banger night. Like I had a great time. Like from going to the aquarium to the whatnot event, then just hanging out all night. Like we went to a couple bars. Yeah, it was just a great time. Scratch off tickets. Like we kind of went DJing that night. So that's some fun stuff. We had a good time.
how was
Open bar
how
always ruins me. Oops. Yeah, Thrifty was feeling pretty good. I wasn't there Friday. That's the problem. Thrifty, I know. Like, and you and Connor were great. Like, it was so great. Like, actually, like we hung out, and it was like great hanging out with you guys. Like, a little more one-on-one this time. And getting to know you guys better. Like, it's definitely like a plus. Like, I know we hung out in Jersey a little bit, but it was great. Like getting to know you more. So. Really excited to let that friendship flourish too. Like again, everyone, please come to Beerski Palooza. It's happening, so come on down. Like I invited multiple people this week, and I was like, just come. I was like, we'll figure out room. Like we got spots everywhere, so we'll figure it out.
is that Thursday, Friday again this year, or
Thursday, Friday? But I think the deal is to combine it and merge it with HomieCon. So it might go like Tuesday through Friday. I think we're gonna rent a place in the Pocono Mountains. And then we can there's casinos out there, and there's tons of stuff to do in the Poconos.
Damn, I wasn't
breweries.
invited.
You're invited to everything. What are you talking about? I wasn't invited.
It's the first I'm hearing of it, so
well, that's happening, Ponga. So you're cordially invited to
I don't think I
Beerski
can make
Palooza pregame, aka HomieCon 2025.
I don't think I can make it.
Okay, that's fine. You can just work from my house. I have a full stream set up here. Just have Dan ship a box for one night here. You can stream right from this house.
I don't know if that's
perfect.
possible, man.
It's possible. It's
We'll
possible. It's possible.
Oh, that's what my question. How were vendors with like prices? Because
Pretty tight on prices, dude.
I was gonna say I'd imagine with the market, like not a lot of people want to take much off their price considering
there wasn't a lot. When I was doing like onesie, twosie singles going to places, like it's really hard to negotiate anything when you're buying a single or two singles, or you get a couple bucks off. But yeah, I think like the best deal I got obviously was from Thrifty. She hooked the homie up. So that was good. But yeah, they were a little more stingy this time, which makes sense because the market is what the market is right now. And why would you take, less than a certain percentage when you can sell it to the next guy for almost full market? Like, you know what I mean? Like, smaller venue as well. Wasn't as big, didn't feel as crowded. Like, I don't know what the whole Atlanta card scene is. I know everyone went to the trade night at that big card store down there. We didn't go. I just wanted to keep partying. Like, I was like, listen, if there's not going to be beer and stuff there, like, I really don't need to go stand in line to try and get into this place and not do anything there.
It's like I mean, I know they have trading cards, but it's a sports card shop. I mean, that's what it is.
So,
The guys,
but yeah, it was cool. Like, obviously, it was a big, huge event. They were ripping some cool stuff there. But yeah, I mean, collecticons are fun. But I agree with you. Not being able to, let's see, was hitting people with the in this economy. LOL. But Ray, beer scared the homies. Thank you very much, Thrifty. I appreciate it.
Thrifty, we know you still printed on that binder. Come on. We know.
Thrifty did good. Thrifty did good.
I know.
She hooked me up though, and it had a lot of good stuff, some battle partner stuff in it. Like I said, it had that dope Larvitar McDonald's promo in it. Tee. So yeah, it was a good time. All right, let's just get this out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I had made some comments in an earlier episode of Box Nostalgia that were just blatantly not true. It hurts me to even have to address this publicly. I don't want it to be a stain on my reputation. I know this is the first time Pongo's hearing about this. It's very serious. I'm going to go ahead and share this for you so you guys can see what a fool I was. I'm learning from my mistakes, but we're going to go ahead and pull this up. I don't even know if, let's see if we have sound. Do we have sound coming through it?
Okay, I'm going to go with Eagles.
Why? Why?
Yeah, that just,
Why?
let's be objective here. They have, okay, I'm going to go with
I'm going to let it play one more time.
Why?
So we all get
Why?
the full scope
yeah,
of
that's
it.
just,
Why?
let's be objective here. They have, it's cut off too soon because when I say the next sentence, I said they're the most talented team in football.
I'm at a loss. Clearly, I was letting past personal vendettas cloud my judgment. Obviously, everyone who watched the Super Bowl knows that it was the worst Super Bowl in modern history for a lot of people. But I was wrong. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Not a Y tier team. Apparently, a very much S tier team. Made it to where I don't ever have to hear about Patrick Mahomes being the GOAT conversation ever again, which makes me so happy. He lost to Tom Brady. Tom Brady was rooting effectively against him that entire game. You could tell from this. You could just tell. First of all, Tom Brady's also a terrible commentator. Should never commentate football. It's like listening to a fucking robot person. I would rather listen to Chris Collinsworth read me like 50 Shades of Grey for the next 20 years than listen to Tom Brady call another football game ever again. And if you guys don't realize, I dislike Chris Collinsworth a lot. I don't think that's a very hot take. There's a lot of people dislike him. His son, close second, sounds and looks just like him. It blows my mind that I had to deal with another Collinsworth for another 40 years. I thought we were getting away from it. But Tom Brady's pretty terrible at calling some football games. Talk about being uncomfortable in the pocket. It was like the Giants' 2011 pass rush on him in that booth. Not good. So, Eagles freaking crazy, Ponga. Let's talk some football, man. Like,
yeah, it just Patrick Mahomes has gotten blown out, and I know it's a team sport. He's been blown out in 2 Super Bowls, and one of them was to Tom Brady. And I think a lot of people are going to be.
I never saw a quarterback step up into so many sacks before.
I was saying it in Discord, and people are like, it's the offensive line. I'm like, dude, so there's a strategy. There's a strategy with defensive lines. When you don't beat the offensive lineman, what you do is you purposely hold back, make it look like they have somewhere to step up to, and collapse on them. And they were doing it over and over again.
6 sacks?
Dude, he just kept stepping up into the pocket. He could have rolled out. He could have stayed where he was.
It was brutal. I'm wondering if he was injured. I don't get it. The amount of holding.
Well, there was a replay. There was a replay in like the first quarter. Do you remember when he like ran to the left, like the far end of the field, and then turned around and like came back and like whipped a ball in the air?
I didn't see it because I did not.
There's a video of him falling and just smacking his head on the turf.
Oh, so maybe he was a little concussed. Makes sense. He was doing boo-boo lips and stuff on the sideline.
Like the offensive line wasn't good, but like at least half of those sacks were his fault.
There were any sack where he stepped up into 4 defensive linemen was his fault. because they were running what, a 4-4-3. Like
they were rushing.
They were
4 guys.
crushing him. It was so bad, and then their defense played like crap too. And like Patrick Mahomes was just throwing. Patrick Mahomes was throwing passes at people's knees out of the pocket, and then throwing interceptions to people who I don't know how he was missing these players. Like that one, the pick six, like the dude was just sitting there. He was just there, and he dove. Oh no, yeah. He was sitting there, and then the next interception he threw, the guy had to dive for it. But you can see when he's just like watching Patrick Mahomes, and like he was just sitting there, and he was just. It was amazing to watch that. Again, I'm happy that I never had to hear about Patrick Mahomes in the GOAT conversation again. At this point, I'd much rather it be Tom Brady. They weren't a good football team this year. Won a lot of one-score games, which you could.
I mean, they were obviously good, but
they were good, but not Eagles good.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I said it right. Like, with as much talent as the Eagles have, if they come out and play a football, they're gonna beat most teams, probably all teams. And I think they came out.
Not according to Dak Prescott.
Football. I mean, Dak Prescott.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
He said that their team could beat them. I think our team could take them, he said, or something like that.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think if the Cowboys are fully healthy, I don't think that's that crazy. But
it's the Cowboys.
The Cowboys do have a lot of talent, but it's just like.
Well, they're about to get rid of Micah Parsons, which blows my mind too.
I won't believe it till I see it. That's. But yeah, it just feels even worse because like how close the Rams were to probably being in the Eagles' position. But It is what it is. The Eagles definitely deserved it. I think they were the best team in the playoffs. The Rams were the only team that gave them a challenge.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, hold on. We got lots of people. D-Gen is just anti-hero. Nothing wrong with clowning around. Oh, we got Pokey Chef in the house. What is up, Chef? Worst Super Bowl ever. Yeah, I didn't get home. So first of all, on my flight home and on my way from the airport to my car, I lost my Nintendo Switch. Fell out of my bag, off my bag, lost that. So I was caught up for a half hour.
Good thing the Switch 2's coming out.
Yeah, right. And that's what I told myself. I was like, this isn't that bad. Like by June, I'll have something better. If I can get my hands on it, who knows? And then
I got you.
Yeah, then I lost that bad boy. Like waited around for a half hour. It's like going back to the place where they shuttled me to. Was looking in the shuttle. Like it wasn't there. It fell out of my bag. I'm a schmuck for losing it. So I didn't get home till after the first quarter. Stayed up, watched the second quarter. Watched that halftime show. The best part about that halftime show was Samuel L. Jackson wearing the Uncle Sam outfit. Big fan about that. But I don't think it was a great halftime show by like my halftime show standards. I don't know very much about Kendrick Lamar, so maybe it was a really good show. Man had flare jeans on though. My wife is more excited about that than anything I've seen her excited about in recent history. She was like pointed at the screen. It was almost like Leonardo DiCaprio when he's got his beer and he's like, that's what it was. Like that's what she did. So yeah. And then we watched a little bit of the third quarter, and then I went to sleep because I was like, this game is over. I don't know. I'm assuming you watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I streamed early in the day for that reason.
I saw that.
I was obviously going to watch the game. So, yeah, I mean, it's I made the comment too in Discord. It's like they're just what, and I know you can't stop playing, right? Because it's the Super Bowl. I love it.
God, it's so
like,
good.
Dude,
goodness.
It's so funny because like 5 years from now, people are going to look back at Mahomes' stats and say, well, he had 3 touchdowns and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, he didn't do anything until like the end of the third quarter when the game was over. It was 34-0. Like, let's just.
Yeah.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah, that's a bad showing. That's not a good showing.
And the Chiefs are going to be in financial ruin because his salary cap or his salary hit goes up by like $30 million next year. So
does it really? Pricing themselves out of a Super Bowl run is what they're doing.
Well, it's going to be the Brady thing, right? Where like Brady went like 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. So, I mean, he's probably going to win another 1 or 2 at least. I mean, just even though he's not putting up the numbers he used to, they still win games. So
yeah.
I think like the Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce era is coming to an end. So maybe they have one more year. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were back in the Super Bowl next year if they have a similar team. They have really, really good coaching, probably the best coordinator in all of football on their defensive end. So we'll see. I mean, every year-to-year football is so wild. One injury could ruin your whole season. So
They get Josh Allen, a wide receiver 1. They beat the Chiefs.
I mean, he's had a wide receiver 1 and didn't beat the Chiefs. So,
but like a stud. I'm not talking like Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs was like a top 7 receiver in football for years.
Top 7 receiver in football for years. But then he left. He didn't do all that much there. At least that's what I feel.
He didn't do all that much where?
With the Bills.
He was one of the best receivers in football every year.
No Super Bowls. Can't beat the other teams in his league or division. So, I mean,
to be fair, like every time Josh Allen lost to the Chiefs, he left the field with a tie or the lead. And they lost every time.
Yeah, no, and I get that. I'm just trying to figure out how they can get over that hump.
I think the Ravens are going to be the AFC team next year.
Oh, do you?
Lamar Jackson's that guy.
Yeah. I'd also like to address my comments about old running backs.
Wait a second. That was maybe the worst sports take in the history of football.
Listen, it's not the worst sports take in the history of football. Listen to any fantasy football podcast, and they say don't draft those players because they have a downturn at age 27 season. It is the thing.
And there's a whole list of
Henry is an
anomaly.
An anomaly. Saquon Barkley.
There's a whole list of people that haven't declined then.
Yeah, and there is. It's just the risk is there. Maybe not so much anymore. Saquon Barkley, just trade him from the Giants, or let him go free agent. Do whatever he's doing. Win Super Bowls, not with the Giants in the same division.
Hey, to be honest with you, like if you looked at that box score and said Saquon's going to have like 50 rushing yards and they're going to win by 20 points or whatever. I mean, he did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to do anything though. That was a thing. Like,
but still, like they completely shut down the run game, and they still lost that bad. Like that was wild. It was wild.
Yeah. Let's see. Rather listen to Nick reading reggaeton lyrics than Brady. We got Drew, number 1 mod in the game in the house. What's going on, Drew? Happy to see you. Excuse me. Let's be honest. T Swift's fault. Thanks a lot, Ponga.
I'm gonna
Travis Swift.
I just people are so weird, man. Like she just like goes to games and exists, and people hate her for it. It's whether you like her or not. She literally doesn't bring herself any attention. She's just up in the suite. She doesn't say a word. She's just.
You're right about that. She doesn't.
She literally is there to support her boyfriend, and people hate her for it. And you're honestly pathetic. If not you, Montana, but you're a pathetic human being if you boo her because she's on the Jumbotron at the Super Bowl. The most famous person probably in the world right now at the Super Bowl. Boo her. Losers.
The T Swifty. Bro, not the Switch. Yeah, the Switch is gone, Chef. It happened. It's all right, though. Worst halftime show ever. Jay-Z has done a terrible job with the music choices for the Super Bowl. Hold on, Jay-Z runs the halftime show committee? I don't know. I just missed the days when
heard of that.
Justin Timberlake was ripping Janet Jackson's top off, and there was nipple. Like, who? I was a kid. That was great. Like, where are those Super Bowl halftime shows?
I don't think you actually saw anything. I think she had something over it, but I think
it was like a ring. No, her nipple was in the middle of it. I promise you.
Okay.
I promise you. Oh man. Let's see. The music choices should be more than one person. Someone with a large enough catalog should be local to where they host the game. Halftime show is S tier.
Dude, that was crazy. That I mean, Chef, if you're crazy, if the sponsor of the halftime show, you think they don't have any say. Like Apple is literally the sponsor of this Super Bowl halftime show. They definitely have say who performs for their sponsorship. But
I mean, it was pretty cool that I don't know. They had like the PlayStation controller buttons on the floor too. That was the one thing I did notice.
Kendrick's got a lot of good music. He tells a lot of
Wasn't that Drake's old lady too, like ex-girlfriend that he had perform with him, which is hysterical.
Yeah,
and
Serena
they have
Williams
a feud
was
right
as
now?
well.
Yeah,
Serena Williams was out. Yeah, but I mean, I think Kendrick, like I've heard some people talk about it. He has a lot of like meaning behind his music. He has a lot of really, really popular songs. And they made the choice to perform his like not stadium songs. Like he had, like every artist has stadium songs, right? Like when Rihanna did the halftime show, she did all the songs people all know.
Yeah.
Kendrick performed some songs that I think more hardcore fans know. And so that's why people that just probably didn't connect with it as much. But
Lil Wayne would have been awesome.
well, if you ask Lord Pokesmoke, apparently New Orleans hates Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne hates New Orleans, even though there's no evidence of that. But
Ponga pulling up receipts. I
literally look it up, and Lil Wayne was like, "Yeah, I would love to do it." So like, if he hated the city, why would he say that? But Lil Wayne can't perform anymore. He's done too many drugs. He isn't fit to perform.
The brain's fried.
When you see him go on, I saw him live. I saw Drake versus Lil Wayne in person in the 12th row, baby. The greatest concert ever. Like they're just roasting each other the whole concert, and they go back and forth with songs, and then they perform together. And Drake was literally like right above me, like this on a platform. But he doesn't have the voice anymore, and it's so raspy, and he doesn't care.
All the scissor,
and his brain's fried now. Yep.
Hello, Raymond. How are you?
Who's that? I don't know a Ray.
Oh, you don't know a Ray? Yeah. I wish I had.
I think it's just somebody I used to know.
Oh, like Godier, yeah.
Yeah.
That song. We should just play that. Let's be honest. Maroon 5 halftime show was the best. Sprout. Kiss. I remember Kiss performing at a halftime show. The best halftime show ever was definitely Prince. I'm sorry.
So,
Purple Rain in the Rain. Come on. Prince was the shit.
Was good. Michael Jackson was solid. I just saw that one the other day. I like obviously she was pregnant, so she didn't do as much like crazy stuff, but the Rihanna one was good because she just got so many bangers. Like every song Rihanna has just bangs. So that's literally my cat in the picture too. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's there's a lot of good ones for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. How about Puppy Bowl 20th anniversary? How do you feel about that?
I don't care.
You don't care about Puppy Bowl?
No.
What's going on, Giovanni?
I think people need to treat their dogs as dogs and not
MJ was
be that disciplined.
Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know, Giovanni, if I agree with that sentiment. Yo, I always watch the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, I just need to say, don't even pull it up. That's just so weird to say in a YouTube chat.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Just leave. I don't want you watching. Just leave.
Hold on, Ponga. We may have a very special guest coming in.
I don't want him here.
You don't want him here?
No.
It might just happen. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick.
Yeah, that doesn't make it cool, but
let's see here. Here he is. All right. Okay. Special guest coming on real quick, possibly. Who knows? Oh, he says don't say anything, and I'm just blurting it out there. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we're gonna move on. Hobby banter. No more Super Bowl talk. We're done with that. How do you feel about the hobby, Ponga? What's your temperature gauge on the hobby right now?
It feels more of the same, to be honest. I think a lot of like the Sword and Shield stuff's cooled off a bit. But that's always going to happen, right? When you get crazy increases, it's always going to kind of dip a little bit to a new high. I think I don't know. I just hope they print more stuff. I always say it on my stream, like I'd much rather sell packs for like a prismatic pack for $7 than $13. Because you basically build the same margin into the price of the pack, right? So but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like if you're patient, I'm sure it'll work out. But yeah, I mean, it just feels more of the same. I don't really make my own personal plays as much anymore, so I guess I don't have like, I don't pay as much attention to like the day to day. And to be pretty honest, I think people pay too close attention to what's going on rather than just kind of going for it. But yeah, I mean, I'll do my typical stuff. I'll pick up like a case of each set right now while stuff's expensive. Probably increase that if stuff goes down a bit and it's easier to attain. But I don't really change my actions all that much based on what's going on.
He's such a bastard.
What?
Oh, hello, Raymond.
This guy here.
Yo, look at the mystery. Look at the mystery slabs behind him. What?
That way.
I love it. All right, continue, Ponga. I'm sorry, I just had to get him up real quick.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I just what's up, Ray? I don't really change like how I operate, whether like it's down or up market wise. So I'm just having fun. And
Fun
just
is
kind of
good.
going with it.
Fun is good. Yeah, like I said last time, I haven't been making many of my own plays either. Just kind of busy with doing stuff. Like I'm home now, so trying to do stuff around the house, trying to stream more. I'm streaming tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Please make sure everyone is there on Whatnot. Right on. Again, 20K, we hit it. Raymond and Bonanza Dan, aka Banana Hammock Dan, ran a stream on Saturday. The brothers stream ×3, I think. Third brother stream, correct, Raymond?
Third strike.
Yeah. Third strike. That's it. So yeah, that was cool. And we're just shaking and moving here. How do you feel about the market, Raymond?
First of all, let me just say, I came on here once there was a mild pickup of a derogatory statement thrown at me about, not knowing me or something anymore. Please understand, Ponga, my friendship is eternal. Once I have told you,
Oh, I know.
The circle of trust.
we are friends, and you're in the circle of
Raymond
trust.
circle of trust.
You are in, okay, Ponga.
I know.
I could not see you for a year, and then year in one day. If I see you, I am so happy to see you. Just like I haven't seen you, or like it hasn't left. I hope you understand. I hope we have. I have that type of bond with you. I care about you, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I know, man.
With that being said,
I just give you a hard time all the time because I think it's funny, and you always react to it.
When we're when we're working 80 hours a week, trying to maintain a stream.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little tough to call you when I'm half dead at midnight.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
And make our plays.
I do a lot less work than that in the free time I have, so I couldn't imagine.
Grimer in
I know
the
it's
house.
busy.
What's up, Grimer?
What was the question, Biersky? If I don't want to interject box nostalgia so much because I think you guys have a wonderful thing going on here, and I don't want to ruin it.
Hobby banter, bro. Hobby banter.
And I do have to get back to packing because this is like Biersky knows. Like I don't usually fuck around with packing.
You still haven't packed yet from last night?
I still haven't packed. Yeah.
Oh
so
my god, you must be hating yourself right now. In the mirror and gone bad. I'm going through it. But had some stuff to take care of today. Had to have some discussions with some Whatnot folks. Biersky, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I would love to hear about that. How's the pup doing?
He's good. He has to have a surgery, but should be okay. Yeah, should be okay. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, no, I hope he's okay.
Mr. Jackson Retriever. Yeah, he just has a little growth on him. He's good to go.
Good.
Yeah, he was going through some digestive issues, and I thought it was all correlated. It freaked me out. I love my dog so much. So, yeah. What was the question? I'll answer a quick.
the question is, what is your take on, like, what is your pulse on the hobby right now? What do you feel about
In terms of
what,
how the market, like overall, like sentiment.
yeah, overall, just a broad, all-encompassing feel. Like, how do you
So
feel
overall
about
market
it?
cooling off a little bit. We're obviously feeling it a little bit in our streams. I don't know how you guys are doing over there, Ponga. At least once Prismatic released, it seemed to like jump out the gate pretty high, and it's kind of cooling off. I was talking to Bierski a little bit about this, but it's the market's strangely optimized in a way for where at least I can buy right now. I can't buy at the Dan Collect 'em all collectible. People just give him stuff price for whatever reason. I'll just say that out loud. You know, I I don't know if I want to reveal what I did as a joke, but let's just say
I kind of want you to. I'm gonna reveal it right now. Ray took his buy list and posted it on his Instagram, and we've been getting hits off of it, which is fucking hysterical.
Not just that, not just that. So I did it as a test. One, I just wanted to see the overall reaction. But I basically just copy and pasted his buy list because what the hell? I mean, it's right there. And I was like, I'm just going to see what happens since I'm not Dan Ketchum-all Collectibles. With all due respect, I do not have the level of pillarness that he has. He has worked very hard for it. But I got laughed at out of the building on some of the rates. But eventually I had a few people who are willing to sell to me. So it still wasn't at the exact rate of which Dan gets, but it was able to come down a little bit. It was just hilarious. But yeah.
Shut up, Ray. Shut up, everyone. Brad exposed.
I don't even think he would care that you posted it because I think
he didn't care. I talked to him
because a lot of the sets he ends up having to turn down if he has too many. So
yeah,
I think he's doing fine.
Funny, man.
That's awesome. You should just do that every Monday. Just do it every Monday.
I mean. We're
just like put your logo over the top.
cross out the chart.
Yeah, that would actually be great. Don't change the colors or anything. Just straight up post it.
So overall market sentiment. I think the market is cooled off a little bit. Don't get me wrong. It's still like full steam ahead. It's just like before when people were complaining, oh, I can't get 7,000% for my WotC card. I just now have to settle for 4,000%. Like there's something out there. There's plays to be made, but I'm just saying overall, like the fever pitch of December, early January, it's just calmed down a little bit, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a good thing. However, overall market, I'm a little concerned. Concerned is not the word I want to use. A little sad that they decided not to use the Rocket name for the upcoming set. Destin Rivals? Or
I like to call that the Rocket Debacle.
I usually don't want to call out Pokemon for making a mistake or whatever, but I just think it's a mistake. I personally would have liked to see Glory of Team Rocket if they just called it that. I don't know.
But it's not just Team Rocket, right?
I understand. It's a mix of sets, but make it happen. To me, though, that makes it turns the Rocket set in Japanese into a buying opportunity because that will be the only Team Rocket set to have released.
Exactly what Grimer said is my point. Why weren't people complaining when Evolving Skies did it? It's the same thing.
What are you talking about?
Well, Rocket has a.
Are you serious right now, Ponga?
Eevee, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's such a non.
That's a big thing. I think it's gonna.
If people don't want the set because of the name of the set, then they don't. It's wild to me.
Do you want a Coke or do you want a Pepsi? When you go up to the store counter and say, "I want a soda," do you say, "I want a Coke or Pepsi"?
But those are two completely different products.
No, he says, "I want a pop."
That's
son of a bitch.
That's just not a good comparison. It's two different products.
It's not though. It's name brand, dude. Rocket has a history with Pokemon.
The only way they were going to use it Rocket if it was a specialty set, and I guarantee if it were a specialty set, people would complain that it's a specialty set and not a booster box set. That's the only way it would happen.
Listen, I want to be very clear. I'm not negative bitch Nancy. I think everyone does that with every set that comes out. All I'm saying, as a fan of Rocket, I would have liked to see it named Rocket. But I was giving the positive. That Rocket set in Japan is going to crush. And I think it's going to be something that you need to be looking at to buy in the future. I don't say this a lot, Give me a black box with an R on it. It's going to sell like hotcakes in the future.
It's just a shame that the prices for the rocket set are so inflated already in Japanese.
Yeah.
Listen,
A case is almost
if
2K.
151 could get down to 50s and 60s, they can print enough to get it down for.
They will.
They absolutely can. But out the gate, when everyone's going to be clamoring the most for it, it's an expensive set, and you're taking a huge risk on it because it could just go right down. I mean, we've seen it happen multiple times with many sets.
Has there ever been a Japanese set that didn't get cheap for some period of time?
I told Bierski this comparison the other day. Terror Festival is an absolute, just to me, a juggernaut goat set. It's amazing. I love it. It's Panga. I mean, we're all, pack rippers here. Like the pack ripping experience, I've opened hundreds of those boxes and I can keep doing it. It's just so much fun. There's constant chases. It's a pack ripper's dream, right? That set, the Friday after release, I was able to instantly buy for 45 to 50. It dropped like this. And that Friday, I had to buy it if I wanted it early for streams. It was $90 a box plus. Okay. For whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with the manipulation in Japan. You can't.
Battle Partners hasn't dropped that much. That's the problem. Like that just kind of held.
What is it?
It's coming down a little bit now.
It's being held. It's being held. I don't
down
believe
to like in the 60s.
It is, but it was.
It's a standard set. It should be $40, dude.
Yeah.
It's being held up. Now it's more popular in Japan. Like they just like those type of cards way more than what we do.
I mean, the trainers, right?
Yeah, but I do feel like it's being manipulated. Bierski, didn't you tell me that it's being reprinted?
Well, here you go. Reprint price go up. There's 0% chance that it was reprinted in 2 weeks. It's just stock that was held back.
It was stock that was held back.
Yeah.
There's like
what English distributors do now as well.
Yes.
And Dan touched on that, I think, on his last Pogi Flips. It's happening. It's part of the game now. I think Retro mentioned something about it in his last conversation with Josh. Like, it's just how it is.
And I feel bad because Lord Ketchum said, as a streamer like us, we should be offering all those new sets. Like, it's our obligation to have those new sets. I haven't bought any for our stream.
Yeah,
I'm not buying Battle Partners at $80 to $90 a booster box. Like, I'm not doing that. Who am I, as a responsible seller of product, to give someone that I just know is going to get destroyed as soon as they open it? Like, you're going to get destroyed no matter what opening Pokemon product, but like that is, I feel like
30 packs and 10 or 20 of them have nothing in it. Like, it's just freaking non-hollow garbage.
At least
we just don't even buy the new sets, the Japanese ones.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten a new set besides Terra. That was it.
Just keep buying Terra. It keeps working.
Well, yeah. I mean, I never sell them, but yeah.
What? Really?
I sold 5 the other day, but we don't auction them. So.
I see. Got it. Anyhow, past that, Barca sentiment, good. Overall happy. Just wish we would have gotten a TREW true rocket set, but it'll still be good, I'm sure.
You know what's wild? Is it not just being rocket? I feel like it'll be an even better set because it's going to have probably like a Ho-Oh SIR in it that it wouldn't have unless it combined with another set.
Well, it's getting, what is it, Heat Wave?
Yeah, it should combine with that set.
Yeah, it's going to have it.
So, like, imagine, like, if Evolving Skies didn't have, like, and I know it's not the same, whatever. Imagine, like, if it didn't have the Rayquaza and I think Dragonite, right?
People forget that it's in it, but yeah.
But imagine if, like obviously it would still be a really good set, but, like, just those, like, extra hits in it.
Yeah.
I think, like, I see where you're coming from with the name, but, like, I think of it, like, I care more about what's in the set for long term. And I think long term it'll do even better because it's going to have more cards in the set. But that's just my opinion.
Hey, I'm not saying they shouldn't have other sets like involved with it. I don't think it should be a specialty set, but like.
But it would have been. It would have been if it was just Rocket.
They could have. They could have worked around it more and given us more of a Rocket theme to what was going on, and it would have worked out very well for them marketing wise.
I just think the biggest problem was the fact that everyone was dead set on it being a Rocket named set. From like
that's the people's fault.
I know it's people's fault, but it's also all the stuff that's been put out. Glory Team Rocket, like, I mean,
if I had a Team Rocket hot air balloon floating up in the sky, we're not talking like, a Beedrill flies into the side of it and it pops and they're all going in and they're blasting off again. It's just a little deflating. That's what I'm saying. A little air got let out of my hot air balloon and, just going back down to earth a little bit. That's all. I just think
hardworking in the house.
Theming overall would have been better.
So what would be worse, right? Like, and we don't know what cards are going to be in the set, right? But like, what would be worse if they called it Rocket and the cards were terrible, or if they didn't call it Rocket and the cards are really good? We obviously don't know what's going to happen, but do you think the name means that much? Like, no matter what they put in the set, it would be more popular because it's called Rocket?
Yes. Team Rocket is iconic.
Yeah. I don't agree with that one, but
dude, you could put the R anywhere. It's going to sell.
It's going to sell, but like, I think ultimately, like, if they hit a home run with the cards in the set, I think it won't matter.
Yeah, and we have to wait to see what the cards in the set are going to be.
Exactly. Now, if they don't call it Rocket and the cards suck,
it's going to be rough.
That's
like
this.
Rough. This could be the set that you start seeing a shift in some stuff.
But it's like, and I'm not saying you, Ray, but like I could imagine what people are making YouTube videos about, like saying that the set sucks and stuff, and it's like we don't even know what's in the set yet. Like,
well, let's be clear, it's very few and far between where you don't hear complete bitch fest negativity on every set that comes out. Every set that's coming out is the worst set of all time until it's not,
and also the best set of all time at the same time.
I brought this up in like when I think Java and Chef were on. Like, I genuinely think no matter what they said Rocket was, people would have some way to complain about it because their expectations are just so high. Like, they're just so high for obviously for a reason, but like, let's just like simmer down a bit. Let's see what's in the set. Like, they could have some crazy awesome cards and hit a home run, but we'll see.
They can give us a ho-oh that's absolutely just fire sick. And no matter what, there's always going to be a little bit of me that's like, man, I just wish this was a, Team Rocket Returns, WotC Team Rocket era type Rocket set. That's it. It's been so long. Thing, right? Dude, they had a briefcase. The two most like iconic cards, like to me in Pokemon, is those two cards that came in that damn briefcase.
But it's the typical English set thing, right? Where there's not really a single set identity for most parts. And when there is, like Shrouded Fable, people hate it. So,
speaking of, can't even pick that ish up on Pokemon Center anymore. Gone.
But I just like, is English, like the sets are just so big that like I assume a singular that's not like a high class specialty set, like a singular Japanese set, it's kind of hard to make a complete English booster box set with it. I'm really glad it's a booster box set. I think specialty set would have been the wrong way to go, but
I agree with that.
I just and we see prismatic, so people aren't going to believe it, but like a lot of times, like historically specialty sets don't perform the best, so because they just print them to the ground. But I'm happy.
Look what happened to 151 for the better part of a year.
Yeah, I mean 151 ETBs were in the 30s. Like,
yeah, like
if you didn't buy them, like
people forget.
Yeah, I literally bought 2 cases for like $700, I think, or something like that when it came out.
It's so strange because every single time I say to myself, why haven't I bought more of something? It always tends to get destroyed. Like V-Star, dude, was at like 40s for a long time, like way too. Like they destroyed V-Star, and V-Star's
and it's even better than Crown. It's got the Charizard in it.
Oh, V-Star is much better than Crown.
It's got Charizard in it. It's like
good.
It's got the big chases, the golds, the Mewtwo, the Charizards, and it's got all the mid-tier hits as well. And it's wild, right?
If you ever want a poster child for what can happen to a set if Pokemon decides to just print it to hell, you got Hidden Fates, which was at 150 for ETB for 3 years. People
say I'm a liar, but it was sitting on eBay for sub $100 when I bought mine. So
yeah, it's a long time. And then there's V-Star. There it is. Look at that thing, dude. There's V-Star that sat for.
There you go.
a year and a half, 2 years at $50.
Yeah.
It maybe not that long, but a long enough time to where you're sitting there going like, is it me or is it the set that's bad? Because this doesn't make sense. And now it's gone up.
The gold bars.
Gold bars, baby.
I have a lot of gold bars.
My gold bars have ran dry a little bit since we had to start pushing, but yeah.
I haven't sold a single gold bar.
What do you have for stock?
Oh, not that much. I don't have them out. Probably like 75 boxes, maybe.
We have like
Ship about 50 of those right to me, Ponga.
Yeah, but like
We have
yours are for sale, right? Like
No.
oh, okay.
Well, that's
I
those ones right there for sale.
No, I have loose boxes. I have these are my last 5 cases, and they're probably just gonna get put in the closet. I'll have to start buying it if we want to start ripping more. Sorry, Bierski.
Putting in my resignation now.
Enjoy the rest of those V stars.
That's it. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and degen rip them every time you pay me for a stream. I'm just gonna say, don't pay me. I'm gonna rip a V-Star box.
I will buy more looses to sell, but the cases are staying sealed.
Yeah, there's no point in opening a case. I assume you still have a premium on them, right?
Every case has a premium for whatever reason. I got 5 cases of 151 too. They're done.
Hey, I'm so glad the trade we did for the 151 it finally paid off.
It
looked bad for a long time, dude.
Yep.
I traded Ray 2 tag all-stars boxes for a 151 case. I think it was like valued at the time at like 900 probably, and then 151 got wrecked for a while and it looked pretty bad, but we're back in the green, I think, for me.
151 is so good. It's really good.
I saw Retro posted today. I think he's selling it for 115 now.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's on.
Did Pierce, can you talk about it? I think we put it up at 130 on the stream. Like I had it at
130 on the stream.
Now I'm at like
135.
Yeah, now I'm at like if it sells at this point. It's getting harder to get.
Yeah.
It's now like a premium set, right? Like yeah.
And you can pull some juice from it. Yeah. Pokey Chef sold 2 boxes.
I think the last box I opened, I pulled the Zapdos and the Pika Master Ball, I think.
Dude, the Zapdos is that's the best card in the set.
Listen,
so good.
I pull an English
Alakazam
Zapdos.
is really good too.
I pull an English Zapdos like every 10 packs. It is wild. I pull so many of them, and it's my favorite card in Scarlet and Violet. And I'm so happy every single time I pull it. I love it so much.
It looks really good.
For me, for that card, I mean, Zapdos is my favorite of the legendary birds. So cool that his name's Zapdos, but I just wish they'd put the 3 birds' names on it. That's it. It's just sometimes it's the small details, and I don't know why they didn't do it.
I know you love the stained glass cards. I always say on my stream too. Could you imagine like if for a block of cards, you know how they have like alt arts or SIRs? Could you imagine if yeah, there it is.
Stained glass bird promo.
You scammed me on one of your streams. I bought it for $20, which was full market, and it paid off for me. So I'm happy about it now.
I like how that's a scam. I gave you something
at the time.
Market.
So I bought one for 20, and like you auctioned another one like a few auctions later, and went for $12, and I was like, oh.
Welcome to whatnot.
But what I was gonna say was, could you imagine if they did like the hits in sets, like the chase cards were just all stained glass? Like how many options of trios they could possibly have, or even like a duo, like all the starters, all like legendaries, all like they just have so many options. I just would love if dude, it would be so sick if they just did like a line of those cards, like 50 in the whole block of like 12 set block.
One of the few cases that I've been able to hold on to, like, and grip for dear life, and you know I have it, Pong, I told you before, but I have a case of Japanese Sky Legend because Sky Legend has.
I remember when you bought it, or
yeah.
I told you. Did you buy it or trade for it?
I bought it. Bought it from Ryan.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
yeah, that would be wild, Grimer.
Yeah, Sky Legend Bierski, if you don't know, the 2 full art secrets that are in it is the stained glass birds in Japanese, and the full art Jesse and James from Hidden Fates. They're both. It's a Hidden Fate. It's a part of Hidden Fates.
Okay.
And I have a sealed case of it in Japanese.
Oh.
Hey, there's another Japanese set that got better
right now. Like, ugh.
English Hidden Fates got better because they added those cards.
Yeah.
Good thing it wasn't 1-to-1 with Ultra Shiny.
Oh my god. I know where
Yeah.
you're going with that.
It's
Pong.
funny. Hidden Fates is what I actually call the closest set to a Team Rocket set that wasn't a Team Rocket set.
Yeah,
All
that's
the
probably true.
the Giovanni's, the team, there's so much Team Rocket all up in it. It's about as close as we got.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's
what
not
happens.
that far away. It's not that far away. What is
Definitely
it?
not.
Is it April in Japanese?
No, it's probably next month, isn't it?
No,
No.
next
Heat
month
Wave.
is Heat
Next,
Wave.
actually, Heat Wave Arena. Yeah, Heat Wave Arena. I think is going to be good. I think Heat Wave Arena is going to be really good.
I mean, it's about time they did a Ho-Oh chase card, right? Like, could
Yeah,
you
it's
imagine? I always
a
We
say
were
that.
talking
long
about
time.
this a couple lives ago, Ponga.
Could
Like,
you
it's
imagine if
about
they
time.
put out alt art Ho-Oh and Silver Tempest? It's got the full art. Like, what are we doing here?
Gloria Team Rocket releases, and it doesn't show the release date.
By the way, I just want
April
to
16th, April 17th.
add to your point, Ponga. If they basically did a lot of the full arts, how you were saying, do stained glass type, basically that like Sumbrion art style. Sorry, I know you don't like calling it Sumbrion, but the Sumbrion
not a
art
Sumbrion.
style.
They
is-
posted a video of it being a moon.
I know it's a moon. If you look at the damn attack, it's a moon.
And Umbreon evolves at night. What are we doing here?
It's just one of those things that it's just a much easier reference to know between the two.
I know.
But like they
I know.
have that art style. Well, that's somewhat stained glass.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like that. That version of a terrestrialized of a whole bunch of different cards would be really cool.
Still not the best evolution in that set, though.
Sylveon.
No, Leafeon.
No, you're all wrong.
I
Yes,
can't
is that
see now.
Leafeon?
So
Espeon's
when
nice.
when the set first came out, I said it was Espeon, but then I saw the Sylveon in person, and it changed my mind. It's Sylveon.
It
And
sparkles
then
nicely.
Espeon's the second one.
It's a sparkly
agree.
card for sure.
Yeah,
agree.
Look at them.
yeah. Wow, big boy streamer over here. I go Mr. Moneybags.
I keep pulling the non-Sylveon. There we go. I agree. Sylveon's really good
There we
too.
go.
I just haven't packed yet. By the way, I just want to mention
Thank you, Grimer.
the Espeon that I pulled last night. Beersky, I pulled it from Mike.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course I did. I think it might be a black label contender.
Really?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't show you the
he'll
centering.
send it there, and I'll be a 9-5. Don't worry.
I
About
can't show you the centering right now because it's too messed up. But it's
Yeah.
honestly one of the most perfect. I gotta show it to you. It's
Yeah,
perfectly,
it's definitely a 9-5.
perfectly.
Yeah,
centered.
yeah. I took a shit before, and it's gonna 9-5 too. It was perfect. Like it's Beckett, just like is terrible.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hard.
Yeah, it is like primo on all corners and all sides. It's like perfectly centered.
Well, Dan just got eviscerated apparently by Beckett on a bunch of Van Gogh Pikachus, so they don't know what they're doing. Perfectly a 9-5. Bingo. Like that's
It's
just
Gem Mint, man. It's Gem Mint.
Yeah, man. That's what you're
Can we
gonna
talk? Can we talk about that for a second? Can we just talk about how BGS is terrible and CGC is way better? I said it.
are they? though?
I don't grade, so I don't really know.
They all suck. They're all
I would
terrible.
never send a card to Beckett or CGC again, but that's just me. I still have cards from CGC that I originally sent. They just don't sell.
I think that's actually starting to turn now, Ponga. It isn't. It's still. I am not in any shape or form trying to equate it to PSA, but Pristines now get a
Oh yeah, pristines are nice. Yeah,
decent premium.
I really like the CGC pristine slabs. I think they look. They're probably the best looking slab.
Yeah.
I agree with that for sure. But
I wasn't trying to make it like a slab for slab type thing here, but BGS, man,
Yeah,
they're so big. They're so fucking big. They're just too big.
dude. When I sell a BGS slab on stream, I don't even have, because I use like the PSA sleeves, and like they don't fit in there half the time. So
Nope.
like I just put a sticky note on it, and that's how I ship it. I don't put it in a sleeve because I don't have sleeves for it. So
That's great.
They-
Yeah, they're like massive, correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
You could kill someone with the
They're-
BGS lab.
Yeah, they double as a weapon, and like someone tries to rob you, just go ahead and hit
Yeah,
them with the
perfect.
the brick in your hand.
I don't mind the
Throwing
way
stars.
they look though. I think they're all right.
The black
I have
label
one
sick
right here.
looking.
I mean, if we're talking about slab, like I think the tag slabs look the best.
It's not that bad, right?
Tag.
Look at is that your face, Ray?
It is, yeah.
it is.
When we were in LA, they had the tag station there that they were doing, and making like IDs because was it Collecticon? They actually failed. What's up, Ernie? They actually failed to make like the VIP tags. So Tag actually said, "Hey, we'll just take care of it." So like, Gem Mint, Gary, I think Chumley and a few other guys were like walking by, and they all had these. And they were wearing them like as their VIP. I was like, Zach,
Where do I get that?
where do I get that?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Right
It's
on,
good
right
stuff.
on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hobby Banter. Let's see where we're going next. I think we're going to start winding this puppy down. We have our final segment. Raymond, you're more than welcome to stay for this segment as well.
We're almost done. You might as well.
Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon? We all know it. We all love it. Let's test Raymond's knowledge out. Let's go. Let's see. Present. Sharing some screens and boom. All generations open. Ray, you go first.
Was it a Mora taste? The aroma taste? Oh,
I actually would have got that wrong. I thought it was
This is mine.
Panga.
oh
It's
Panga.
oh
One. Yes, Panga. It is Ho-Oh. It's Arcanine. Let's go.
ooh.
That's the Pepper Boys. Scovillain? Is that right?
But that's not Scoville. It's you, Panga.
Wait, it's me. I thought we were testing Ray.
No, that was oh we I just don't know what this is. Kermit
How
the
you
Frog?
doing,
I don't
Ernie?
know. God, I opened so many packs I still don't remember these names.
What is it? The cricket. The cricket. Is it Tot?
Oh,
Or is
A baby
yeah.
cricket.
Yeah. Cricket
Cricket
Tot.
Tot. That's what I would call it, is baby cricket.
Oh,
TNU?
Yeah. No, it's
that's not, it's Pen Show.
Wo-Chien.
that was I knew that one.
Oh,
Salazzle?
yep.
Oh,
Sandustorch, you're wrong. Oh man,
Seismitoad.
that is an unfortunate looking Pokemon.
Bulbasaur.
Charmander.
My starter. Right here.
Squirtle. Squirt.
That's my dude right there.
Squirt
Guys,
Cat.
right now, 1998, Pokemon Blue. That's who I started with. Get in my face.
What's this? Grumpig? Let's go.
That's Beerski at 7 a.m.
Steelix.
Steelix.
Yo, that's fucking funny.
Cogboy. Puppy.
Blink
Clang.
Bang.
I know it started with a K. Oh, I like this
Oh.
guy. Like the little like
What's his
half
name?
dragon.
What's his name?
Dragon, not Dragonzolt.
It starts with a D, right?
Yeah,
Dragonzolt, Dragonbolt, something like
Not
that.
Dragapult.
Yeah, Dracozolt.
Dragonzolt. Hey, I got it. Come on.
Dragapult.
I said it in there.
Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn. Yeah.
Let's go. We're doing good today.
Skarmory.
Armory.
Full Metal Skymory. What the
Oh,
hell is that
man.
thing?
I know this one too. I
It's
know
an
what it looks like.
abomination.
Oh, I can't think of its name, man.
I
Ray,
don't know.
Ray, isn't it harder when you're on the spot? It's so much harder. That's it.
Oh.
Well, Piersky and I have
Giacomo?
played this before, Ponga, without you.
Decidueye.
Yeah, Decidueye.
Ponga's good.
Yeah,
Muckrow. Oh, Honchkrow.
I just said it right, and then he goes,
Well-
"Oh,
Well, I couldn't hear you. You speak out
Torterra.
loudly. Ponga's just coming in here hot.
oh, the
It's a green guy,
what's
right?
his name? It's not the cactus, right?
I think
that
it is.
Roserade?
No, it's not rosary. Is it cactus? If it's the cactus, it's Cacturn or whatever.
Full
his name
Father
is, but I
says
don't think it
Jason
is.
Page's manager.
Jason.
Mark,
that
Mark
guy.
I knew it was a cactus. I was thinking of the pink flower on top.
Cross last.
How did you get that fast? Damn.
That was an easy one.
It's like a what the fuck is
Hammerhead?
this? Oh, dude, get out of my head, Raymond. I literally almost said hammerhead. Like,
You didn't even let me say it. I was. You just clicked it. I knew that one.
Pyroar? No, electric.
All right, last couple.
Oh.
Houndoom.
Come on.
I'm good.
Doge. Ooh.
Isn't that Roserade?
No.
No. Florentis or whatever, is that? Oh, no. No, Florentis has like all like the big flower.
Forks?
Grab your broom because it's a mess.
We're getting some hard ones, man.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that what
I
Ultra
know,
Beast?
looks
I
like.
don't think I've ever seen this Pokemon
Some sort of
before.
Ultra Beast?
Yeah, it's an beast.
Yeah.
Oh, Celestia.
I knew it had steel in it. I just couldn't remember its name.
Oh, Cursola.
Yeah.
All right, last three. Make them count.
Well, we got this one before.
Is it the evolution of electric or
No. It's the shield guy, isn't it?
Amazenta?
No.
Zard Lurking says ass scratcher.
That Turner's
Nat
great
Turner's great aunt.
I think this is a 6040. That's the name of it. Gastrodon, yeah.
That's a dumb Pokemon.
Oh, Restroom.
Restroom.
That's right.
And the last one of the night.
Dumb Ice.
Nice. Matan.
I was
another
thinking
thing.
Shield on too,
Machamp.
Zard, but I always forget that one. We've gotten that one before.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up episode 24 of the Box Nostalgia podcast. I hope everyone had a great time. I had a great time. It was great talking with Ponga. Great having special guest Raymond barge his way into our podcast. Just barging.
Yeah,
in.
I never got to do a podcast with him really because it was right after I moved in. But now we got it all figured out. So
We got it all figured out. Only took you 8 months.
Beersky,
No big deal.
how far you've come from the deer in the headlight? you
Oh,
had
that
when we were losing
episode,
Ponga
I
that
thought
day.
it was all falling apart. I was so nervous. I was
I'm
sweating
so proud of
so
you.
much. I was sweating so much.
you
your
would still
pillar
sweat if I
status.
just randomly dropped off.
And
Oh, yeah,
I was
you
just
know,
like, we got this, baby. We don't need Ponga. We got it. Come on.
Yeah,
got
you're
it.
all
We can
good.
talk.
You're all good.
Someone opened something. I'm shaking.
All right.
Dude,
I'll
you
do
got,
it just for you, Paul Father.
You gotta stop opening stuff, man.
I can't help it, dude. I'm a degen. I got nothing close.
Great.
by to open.
All my products over. All my products.
Yeah, I
over
got
there with
all.
them, too,
I got
just saying
all
that.
Ray's product to open up. We got 151. We got prismatic. We got whatever you want.
We could raid Dan and he'll open something, I'm sure.
It's an absolute mess in my background. I don't care, but
I don't even.
Start
It looks
packing.
fine.
it's a mess right now. But whatever. This is for Pool Father.
It's a mess.
By the way, Tonga, you'll agree. I know you will. Wild Force,
Force is wildly underrated.
totally way too cheap.
What's it per box right now?
$26 is what I paid a box.
All right,
cheap.
you need to hook me up with who you paid. 'cause
Literally-
I need to buy 4,000 boxes.
Gengar set.
I need to do a Charlie Herlocker and just buy a pallet, and
Sitting on it.
that's
Wild
just way too
Force is
cheap, man.
Really, really,
Wait, Ray.
really good.
Remember when you said which SV set is underrated? I go Temporal Forces. It wasn't even a question, and that was the set. Now it's $160 a box or whatever.
Yeah,
But they've
I
all
have.
gone up. So
I have 2 cases, and I want them to reprint it. Listen,
I own 0, and I said it a long time ago, and I own 0.
well, I can say that I'm in you with a play. this is actually really fucking pisses me off. I'm gonna tell you a story of being at Card Party, and we were at breakfast. It was E-Unit, Benji, BB was there, and I'm forgetting who else. And I really apologize for who else is there. But I was like, Obsidian Flames is really good, and people aren't giving it the respect of what it is. I still think it's really good. I didn't buy any, and look at it now. I'm very sad.
I mean, dude, the Charizard chase card's still cheap. It's like $60.
I want sealed booster boxes, dude. I don't have any.
I know,
I have
but
zero.
the chase card. But I'm saying like the chase card's still like it's an SIR Charizard. It's like $60 or $70. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I just think I mean, it's such a cool set. I don't know what people. Then again, people once again always negative.
It's a small set. That's the problem. It's a small set.
It's gonna age. I
It's
think,
a small
very, very
set,
well.
and it was super easy to hit the hits in it. That's the problem.
I may have purchased approximately somewhere in the range of like 100 ETBs of Obsidian Flames in the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Raymond's been going hard. All right, stop opening up your free giveaways over there, Raymond.
Listen, I'm doing this for pool. This isn't for you guys. This is for pool.
He's
Father.
increasing the odds on the people that win the giveaways because he's not pulling anything.
This is for. Oh, yes, I am. Check this out.
It doesn't count, dude. Just
Look at that.
fuck.
Look at that launcher. I'll do one more, and then they're telling me to stop.
Excuse me.
Is Umbreon
Burping into the
actually a
mic.
cat?
No, it's a fox.
People seem to prefer cats instead of dragons these days. Shake my head.
There it is. The Raging Bolt, looking badass. Raging Bolt in Wild Force is sick, by the way. SR.
Yeah, it's a really nice card.
Sorry,
Smash
Pool
it.
Father. Couldn't get you any big hits. Yeah,
All right,
Charmander.
ladies.
Charmander promo. Fierce,
that's
you know.
perfect. Yep. Charmander promo's hot. Like I said, I was selling Obsidian Flames, Pokemon Center ETBs with Terras in them for $145 on eBay. So people are really, really feeling that promo for sure.
I mean, when the PSA 10 of the promos are $1,000, I mean,
yeah, but the
That's
chances
the
of you pulling
Pokemon Center
PSA
stamped
10
one.
yeah, promo. The promos are always
I
rough.
mean, all you have to do is open. If you
If you
say
just-
open
Four
if
of
you
them.
open, well, no. So if let's say they were $150, like if you open 7 of them for $1,050, like the odds of one of those being a 10 is probably okay. Like you probably maybe get at least one, and you get the regular promo too. So like all you have to do is hit 110, and you're basically breaking even on the entire thing.
I tried.
Yeah.
So
a few weeks ago.
yeah, I mean, if you open enough of them, I think it makes sense. But if you open 1 or 2, like you might really.
I tried a
not
few
do
weeks
well.
ago to negotiate like $900 for a case of the PC ETBs, and I was gonna crack them and just send them.
I have cases, let me know.
I was gonna take that risk.
I have
Well-
I found a few 151 Obsidian Flames PC ETV cases I didn't know I had. So
Oh,
It's funny.
must be
You know
nice.
what's funny? I did the exact same
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, stuff.
well, I was like
Poof.
at release, I was like, well, like I have orders for like 5 or 6 151 cases. I don't have them. Like I don't know where they went, and I found them, so we're good.
That's
That's how
what I,
messy Ray's background is, by the way. That's why
Look
he
how
was
messy
hiding
mine
it
is.
before.
Mine's way worse.
Hey, those orders are not going to pack themselves, Raymond.
I was Pierce, remember like a month ago I was like, get on there and sell them PC ETBs on eBay. They sell like hotcakes, and you sold out all yours in like a week, didn't you, or something like that?
Dude, they sold out so fast. I waited I waited till like I think January 2nd. I listed them, so they would go on this year's taxes.
The only ones I kept at all that, and it's the only case I have, is the 4 PC ETBs of Obsidian Flames, because I really do think the PC ETB for Obsidian Flames is special. That Charmander on, like, it's a really cool looking box.
Yeah, I agree.
Got to start breaking master sets up. Prices are too nuts, and I was sitting on putting the perfect cards in them. Yeah, I wish that master set of Hidden Fates I bought earlier in the year for like cheap was still in my hands. I could be selling those cards now.
Yeah, it's,
But- That happens. Yeah,
I'm gonna stop
hindsight.
talking now.
you bought it with a margin in mind, right? And it worked out. So
It worked out. Yeah, no, it worked out for sure.
But
I always think of like It's the last thing I'll say, but like I always think of things I've sold, especially like with a lot of the sealed stuff I do, and it's like if I didn't sell it, what stuff wouldn't I have bought, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Ooh, you got the shiny one.
Shiny Ray Ray.
Hold on, what was the last?
I saw your green one back there, and I was like,
So I signed up in December when they had like the 30% off or whatever, and
it says
'cause,
on
like,
the side.
yeah, the $125 credit, like it was basically a free membership, so I just signed up even though I never
What's the
graded.
crappy yellow one?
Is that Pikachu? Look, read on the side. It'll tell you on the side of the binder.
It doesn't say anything. It
Doesn't
says
say
2025 February. AANG. Just like a sports one?
Yeah, I think you got a sports
You
one.
probably got a sports one. You got to switch
But
to TCG.
so I emailed them. And was like, "Hey, I never got this."
Well, I'm
And
gonna
they told me I
email
wouldn't
them
get it.
because
So
I've been upgraded to the. I mean, I got all of my. Oh, hold on. No, I got my Rayquaza right here.
the Rayquaza one's January, isn't it?
Yeah. So what's the February one?
Did they send
This
you?
is- No, this is the. I don't want to open it. I don't open them.
Yeah, I'm not.
One
I'm probably gonna sell this just like this.
One day these will be very expensive.
Shiny Rayquaza. This one is sick. If you guys haven't seen the art on it.
It's the same thing, just shiny.
No, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different, but it's just a Rayquaza that's shiny.
It's a black Rayquaza.
Did you just put down a gray, beautiful Rayquaza?
No, I mean shiny Rayquaza is really cool. But
Thank
it's
you. That's all you need
I
to
don't
say.
know.
No, there's no buts. There's no buts behind that. That's all you need to say. Period. At the end. Shiny Rayquaza is really cool.
Do you know how much it goes for now?
The magazine. Last I checked, it was like $70.
The Rayquaza magazine.
I'd have that thing in the mail so fast. Media mail, baby. It's a magazine.
I'm still trying to. I want to sell this damn thing. Talk about ridiculous like purchases.
Yeah, that should have been gone a long time ago.
It's still $200 on eBay.
But dude, a
look-
$200 cereal box. Get that baby out the door. You're selling PC TVs instead of cereal boxes.
Cereal boxes.
Ponga,
Yeah, right.
you need to look up the art on the Shiny Rayquaza on the PSA magazine. It is sick looking. It is sick. It's different,
Ray
dude.
is really
It's
thumping
not the-
that.
It is not a typical Shiny Rayquaza art.
Oh, Polefather, have you not seen that before?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's just a shiny Rayquaza.
Oh my god. And
It
looks
should be like hollow. It should be like a holographic cover.
I can hear the cereal moving around in this thing. It's so weird. It's just stale as fuck now.
Dude,
That's
do you
so
have that
good.
thing listed? Sell that thing.
I'm
it looks
Auction it
like
off on a live.
I'm
Auction
a
it on
liar.
live.
It looks
Get rid
like
of
the
that
last one sold for $20, unfortunately.
thing.
well, I
No,
guess
there's
those
no
are-
way it's shiny.
Those are unsealed. Well, let me see if there's one that's sealed still.
I think like you could.
When
probably
did the
sell
Lugia
regular
one
for
come?
free.
When did the Lugia?
I don't know. My wife bought it for me because Chef wouldn't sell me his.
Wow, chef.
I wasn't a PSA member when that one came out.
Wow, chef. Oh, you may have gotten a Jolteon. No, never mind. Not the yellow. You got a Rayquaza.
I got Olaf. All right, I don't know. I got a bunch.
I got the Olaf one. Yeah, it looks like sealed is actually like more like $50 now.
Wow, Raymond inflating prices, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your point, Piersky? We got to push here. Whatnot,
What's
okay?
your
So-
point?
I don't think it's a sports one because it looks like the February 2025 is Vince Carter and it's white. Unless that's the special one.
I want to know what this is. Maybe I'll just open it. What
Hey,
is-
Piersky, Poolfather just asked
Doesn't
you for
it have
great
your
date.
info on the front of it though?
It does.
Hey
I guess
Beersky,
we
let's
have
go
a
out
deal.
one night after a couple too many beers and we'll crack open that bowl cereal and have a real fine dining experience. Let's do it, man. I'm all about it.
Dry cereal.
I told Ponga to come to Raleigh and I'd give him the Lugia. Oh, we got
Wow.
liar pants on fire.
Spend hundreds of dollars to fly here so you could get a $20 magazine.
On is Aang a
That's
character from One Piece?
no.
No,
That
Aang is the Avatar.
Root
The last
Avatar. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that
Well, I
actually
have
might have
Aang.
some value. Aang is like the main
Sweet.
character.
Let's go.
Aang's the goat.
I'm the go.
Discord Aang or character Aang?
Discord Ang's the code as well, man. OGs remember Discord Ang, baby.
Yes.
OGs know him.
Okay.
I'm trying to see it. Yo, they did a holy shit. If there's a reason why you should keep the sports PSA version of the magazine, they did a Jordan Holo in January. $800 is what it's selling for on eBay. It's
Yeah, it
sick
doesn't
looking.
surprise me.
It's a Jordan rookie card. I think it's a Jordan rookie card, but it's just a hollow version of the magazine. It's
What,
really
the
good.
Fleer 86 card?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, don't quote
Yeah,
me, but
when
I'm
he's-
pretty sure
when
that's
he's-
what it is.
When he's
Duncan?
pushing
It
to the
probably
hoop.
is.
It's really cool.
All right. Well, now that we're done talking about PSA magazines for the past 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for being here for episode number 24 of the Box Couch podcast with Ponga and Bierski and Ray. Ray's here right now, too. Thank you, Raymond, for stopping in. We appreciate you. I hope everyone has themselves a wonderful rest of your Wednesday night. Please check out Ponga tomorrow on Fanatics Live at 8 p.m. Central. You're not live tomorrow?
7 p.m. Central.
Oh, 7 p.m. Central. It's 8 p.m. my time. Sorry. Check out Ponga tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central on Fanatics Live. Check that cute face out there. He pulls heat. Check me tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Whatnot. Raymond should be picking up some shows here and there, so please look out for that. Make sure you're bookmarking everything. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you on the next one. I hope everyone has a good one. Have a good night, guys. Can't get on this cable. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.